What's up everybody, welcome to another episode of the greatest vlog in the world. My name is Jeff, your favorite tour guide in Madeira, and we are officially in 2024. In today's video we are out helping people that are coming to Madeira on vacation, so that you guys can make less mistakes and so that your experience can be a little bit better. So if you're coming to Madeira this year and it's your first time, these tips are going to be golden for you guys. If you are coming back to Madeira this time, there's loads of little points to help you consolidate your trip. So without any further ado, let's get right into our 5 biggest mistakes that we tour guides see tourists making in Madeira. Hope you like it. Let's go. Number 1 of the biggest mistakes that tourists make in Madeira is dressing inappropriately. Now, if you're coming here in the off season, that's in the spring, the autumn, or the winter season, especially winter, you are going to be finding different microclimates around the island. So this is not just one place in the middle of the Atlantic, the island of Madeira, that everything is the same everywhere. There's many different microclimates around the island, and the weather can vary from place to place in not only temperature but also rainfall, wind, everything. So we've made a video about this somewhere on this channel, but if you haven't seen it, then just follow. Actually, it's the weather series. So if you check the weather in the winter video, we will talk about what you have to bring with you to make sure that you're not caught dressed inappropriately. One of the greatest things you can do in Madeira is to do some hiking, and people come from all over the world to hike in Madeira. And one of the things that us tour guides hate seeing is people hiking in sandals and all sorts of funny things, right? So if you are going hiking, please be well prepared. Bring the appropriate clothing, especially hiking boots, right? If you're going up into the mountains, you want to make sure you're prepared and you're safe. If you're looking for more information about hiking, you can find that on our channel as well. We did a video about 30 something tips for hiking, where we break down everything. And bring loads of water. Don't forget the sunscreen. Madeira is often advertised as a warm winter sun destination, and automatically in people's minds they start pitching beaches and sandals and shorts and things like that. But even in the summertime, if you're going up to the mountains for a sunrise or a sunset, or if you're going to catch some rain high up or wind, it could get very cold. So right now we're in January and we're probably about I would say 1,500 meters above sea level, maybe. It would be a guess. Let's check on the phone while we talk about this. But what my point is that I wanted to say is that it's considerably cooler up here, especially at sunset or at sunrise. So if you're coming in the winter time, you could get 5 degrees, 10 degrees Celsius up in the mountains, whereas down in Funchal could be 20 degrees Celsius, where people are swimming in the water, and up in the mountain people are wearing gloves and beanies and jackets and all sorts of things like that. So don't think that just because Madeira is advertised as a winter sun destination that it's warm everywhere. So let's check quickly. Utilities, compass, let's see if we can do this quickly. 1,160, 1,170, 1,180, 1,180. Yeah, of course, we're before poison.
Exactly.
So it's like,
yeah,
I wasn't thinking, you know, we tried to do so much today. Ooh, gotta be careful, it's a bit slippery. Point number 2, putting all your trust in Google Maps, all right? I know there's a lot of you guys who are gonna be out here in Madeira, gonna be driving, and you're gonna be following Google Maps. And this one is actually a little bit of a tough one. I wanted to show you kind of a little bit what this road is like. And this is an actual road in Monte, in Funchal, the top part of Funchal. And I wanted to take you to a different one that actually I could show you cars coming up. But because it's a bit cloudy and a little bit rainy and a little bit wet, I didn't want to be causing issues on the road. So I found something similar to show you guys, which is actually a road that a lot of people use to get to Pico do Arieiro to see the sunrise above the clouds on the third highest peak of Madeira. And I used to do this road in a Jeep, all right, because I used to think it was quite interesting. And when I say used to, it was when I used to do a lot of sunrise tours. I still love doing them and I will do more. But I used to do these crazy little roads through Poncha going up, and people would be like, oh my God, oh my God. And I started seeing some more rental cars on these roads. And I was like, why is this happening? And I found out it's because Google Maps is sending people on the fastest route. So it's a tough one for you guys because, you know, now what? Okay, so you don't use Google Maps, so what are you gonna do, right? So what I suggest is one of two things. One, you're an absolutely fantastic driver and you can handle inclines, clouds, poor visibility and narrow narrow roads, right? Or number two, you should take some time and check out the maps before you go and do it. So the night before or before you kick off from your hotel or your Airbnb or whatever, make sure to check the route and see if you can look for main roads. Also, use your eyes. If you see that the road looks dodgy, all right, but Google Maps is sending you there, don't do it, right? Just carry on going and you'll get redirected into a main road. And if not, and you're supposed to be going down that way, then you can call whoever you're gonna meet there. For instance, if it's your Airbnb, you know, Airbnbs can be at the end of roads like this. So you wanna check with your Airbnb host that it's not on a crazy road and that you can in fact drive through it. And besides, you don't want any headaches when you're on vacation, right? So if you do get a rent a car, then please make sure that you've got the correct insurance, because if you do scratch the car, then you got to deal with that whole thing. Also, make sure that you are checking your levels, oil, water, all right? Because if you are going up and down the mountains, then you're going to need a little bit of power and your car is going to be using a lot of power. So make sure that you got enough water in the car, you got enough oil in the car, and you don't overheat the brakes. One of our toughest challenges right now in Madeira is parking. Right? There's loads of new tour companies, there's loads of new rent-a-car companies, there's more cars on the road. So if you're going to be coming to Madeira and you're driving yourself, you're going to have a tough time parking. And I recommend coming early, right? Especially at the popular places like Ponta de São Lourenço, where we are now, Pico do Arieiro and Ribeiro Frio, probably as well Porto Muniz. You are going to want to park safely, right? Second of all, please do not obstruct the road, all right? If there's a yellow line, you shouldn't be parking there. If you can't pass a car or a bus, right, please don't block that off. That is a huge mistake. Everyone will get super stressed with you. And if you're planning on doing that, then make sure you have full insurance on your car as well, just in case someone, not me, but someone decides to scratch it. Thousands of tourists are going to be watching the way this guy does the roundabout. Okay, outside lane. And now this one again. Is he going to carry on? Oh man. Oh God. Finally, you know how long I've been wanting to get something like that on camera for? Quanto é que é, senhor? €1,90. Tip number 3, always have cash. Right? I can understand that we are coming to a society that is every day more digital and more cashless. But here in Madeira, there are still many places, especially in rural areas, that will take cash only, or for a certain amount. So what could happen, obrigado, what could happen many times is that you could order 2 coffees and a pastry or 2 coffees and a cake. It'll come up to €4 something. And because it's not at €5, you have to pay with cash, right? So some places have a minimum payment for cards. That's basically what I was trying to say. And you don't want to be on vacation spending your precious time, because when on your vacation, time is what is scarce and not money. And you don't want to be spending your precious time looking for a cash machine. So just have some cash on you. Madeira is super safe, like we all know. So you can happily have, you know, €10,000 in your wallet and no one's gonna try and rob it from you. But you don't need 10,000, thankfully. Have a couple of euros in your wallet and you're good. Number 4 of the biggest mistakes tourists make in Madeira: not taking a tour. This is where I get to kind of sell my fish and let you know that we do in fact have the best tour business in the world. But before I do that, of course, when you're not taking a tour, it's very difficult for you to get insights on local life, local culture, history, all these kinds of things that make Madeira so much more than just a place to visit, to see and to eat, right? So don't be a selfish tourist that comes to Madeira just to see the places and then leaves, all right? Get to know the people, get to know the culture, get to know the custom, and help, of course, our biggest economy in Madeira, which of course is tourism, and people working in tourism need to pay the bills as well. So you won't regret it. Don't make the mistake of not taking a tour. Lisa, where have you brought me? What is
well,
this
you
place?
can walk, so you came here on your own feet.
Well, I didn't want to, I don't want you guys to take just my word for it. This is one of my favorite guides in the whole world, Lisa. She does the free walking tours of Funchal, and she's brought us to a church. I actually have to take my cap off. You're making me, you see what you're doing? I gotta put this all online now. People have to see this. There's gonna be like 1 million comments like, oh my God, shave that thing off. Anyway, the tip that I actually wanted to give you guys and why Lisa is here. First of all, you have to do a tour with Lisa because she's absolutely fantastic, does a historical tour of Funchal. But you want to do your tour, if you got a guide, any guide, you want to do your tour in the beginning of your vacation on the 2nd or 3rd day, right?
Yes.
Because
we can give you a lot of tips of other things that you can see on the island. We can recommend you restaurants, activities to do, concerts if you want to see some live music. And me and Jeff today are going to see the Funchal Guitar Quartet.
yes, so if you want to see these guys, you can come to the Presbyterian Church every Monday and
Thursday at 8:30. The concert starts at 9 p.m. 4 fantastic music teachers from our conservatory, and they have a great show for you.
Fantastic. And this is what I love about Lisa, is because she finds all the little events and things that's happening in town and actually puts them on your Instagram page.
Yes.
Unlike me, I just say, yeah, there's so much to do.
Yes, well, I also like to promote other people that are fantastic, and this is one of them.
Yeah, awesome. So I hope for your sake that the music's good.
Should be good.
Having somebody who's quick on their feet and knows the law of the land in Madeira to help you, show you around the island, to enhance your vacation and your experience on this island is of course a major asset here in Madeira. Somebody who knows the microclimates, somebody who knows the way that the tour buses go, where everybody likes to spend their time, right? It's indispensable to have somebody that can look after you in Madeira as well as we do, right? So today we're at one of my favorite little secret, secret weapons. I know it's not so secret, but it's online and I'm not going to tell you where it is. So if you're watching this and you know where it is and you're in the comment section, keep it to yourself, please. I've given you enough already. But today we had a little bit of a temperamental day. So it's clouded up in the mountains. It's been raining on the south coast, particularly the southwest coast. The north was good, but we didn't have a whole lot of time to film this video, so we didn't want to go so far out. So here we are at our sunset spot, and you know, I don't think anyone in Madeira has seen anything better than this, because there's a whole lot of clouds on the horizon, so I don't think it's going to be like a crazy sunset. But this view is looking awesome. We've got some cloud action over Funchal, the trees, and the fresh air and the birds, and there's no people around. There's no other tourists. You're not sitting around all these different cars and buses and things like that. And yeah, that's it. If you guys want to beat the crowds right, and you're looking for a personalized experience with people who know what they are doing, who will keep you safe and try their best, then check out hittheroadmadeira.com and you can book your tour online, stress-free, no hassle. Put in the promo code Hugo for President and you will get 10% off your booking. Book early because we're a small company and we do sell out. But if you don't go with us, you can go with somebody else, right? Just do your homework on them, ask them questions, ask them the right questions, see if they speak well to you, if they get back to you quickly, you know, this kind of stuff. Then you'll know that they are good at what they do. Number 5 of the common mistakes we see tourists making, and this is especially when they're booking with us, trying to tick off too many of the boxes, right? Many people, when they come to Madeira, they make this extensive plan, and too often there's too much on that plan. Madeira is a bigger place, or Madeira, should I say, is bigger than people think, and people are trying to explore it really fast. That's not the case. If you want to explore the island from top to bottom, everything you can do, you need months, literally, to explore the island. Remember, what you see on Instagram isn't always what you see in real life. And most of the people that are Instagram promoting our island usually come from abroad, spend a week here and then go back. They're not people that stay here for a really long time. And that's the kinds of people that you want to, of course, look for your information. So when you are booking your vacation and you're looking at things to do, remember, this is not Instagram, all right? And that there is not objectives to your vacation. Make sure that you've got enough time off to enjoy your food and your drinks and things like that. And then make sure that you're not trying to squeeze too much in. By the way, this is what we call a picado. Picado. Oh my God, making a mess. It's basically some cubed meat. We call it picado because it was diced. Picado in Portuguese means picado means diced. And this is a plate that we usually eat to share. So usually with a group of people, myself and Andrea in this instance are trying to save time. And here's a little tip for you: when you do get yourself a picado, ask for some bread to come out at the same time so that you can dip the bread in the sauce. It's what we love doing in Madeira. We love dipping bread in sauce. Bonus tip number 6 of things that you can't do in Madeira: don't buy bottled poncha, right? The best poncha is made fresh. And for those of you who are wondering where we ate, where we drank, we are up in the mountains in a place called the Abrigo do Pastor, one of my favorite restaurants, one of our favorite restaurants. And they make a killer poncha over here. It's a little bit like almost like a bottle of piri piri, you know? It's like a small thing that gives a big punch, like my wife kind of thing. So yeah, bottled poncha. We got one more bonus tip coming for you. So before we do that, let's just ching ching over here, Andrea. An after dinner poncha. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. Yep, is that the face? Did I do the face?
You did.
Did I do the it's a real poncha face?
It's a real poncha face.
Yeah, it's a real poncha. When you pull a face, it's a real poncha. In some places, like the hotels and things, they're gonna make you this beautiful poncha and you drink it and go, oh wow, it tastes so nice. You know, they put sugar on the rim of the glass and stuff, but a true poncha after you drink it, pull a face, you start crying a little bit, the saliva starts moving, the stomach starts digesting. Bonus tip for you guys, I didn't want to make it too complicated for you, so I thought I'd do only 5 things. I hope, you know, I didn't fill it in too much, but I wanted to check just how right we were, kind of thing. So I went ahead and opened up ChatGPT. People are using ChatGPT for everything nowadays. So we wanted to see if ChatGPT could do my job. So we asked ChatGPT last night while I was preparing this video for 20 mistakes that the tourists made, and there's some pretty good ones there. Number 1, underestimating the steep and hilly terrain. Number 2, limiting exploration to just Funchal, the capital. Number 3, missing out on trying the local cuisine and drinks. This is what we're doing now. Number 4, neglecting to experience the Levada walks and unique hiking trails. We all know that. Number 5, depending solely on public transportation. Not a good idea. 6, not planning for the changeable weather, pack accordingly. Got it. 7, overpacking, considering the relatively mild climate. Like 6 and 7 it's like one, it's completely, it's an oxymoron. So not even ChatGPT knows how to pack for Madeira. So don't feel bad. Number 8, ignoring the diverse fauna and flora. Of course. Number 9, not visiting the charming smaller towns and villages. 10, failing to book accommodation well in advance, which of course is true. You got to book everything early, all right, especially if you're looking for small boutique experiences, companies, hotels, that kind of thing. Overlooking the stunning viewpoints, of course, not exploring the unique volcanic landscapes and lava pools. Not learning a few basic Portuguese phrases, right? Yes. Actually going back one, underestimating the size of the island. Right, distances may take longer to cover, 100% true. Missing out on the local festivities, number 15. 16, disregarding the importance of sunscreen. Sunscreen, big one. 17, overlooking the local markets and artisanal crafts. 18, not experiencing diverse range of outdoor activities available. I think number 18 is to take a tour. So we were all the way down, like the last thing on the list. Maybe that's because people don't actually make that mistake and they actually do take tours. Number 19, avoiding the Madeiran wine tastings and vineyard tours. I'm actually kind of glad that the vineyards are 19 and not 18. Like we beat the vineyards. 20th, forgetting to respect the natural environment while exploring. Please be safe. Please keep the place clean. On that bombshell, if you want to know more information, you can find us on Patreon as well. So I've got a couple of resources on Patreon. You can also win a vacation in Madeira just by entering. So more information is listed below. I'm going to write out a little blog for you guys about these points to try and help you. Also going to be listed below. And next week we've got an exciting video more about what we usually do. And if you haven't liked and subscribed the channel, then please do so. Next week should be good. And on that bombshell, André,
Let's hit the road.
let's hit the road and drink Poncha.
Drink it.
I think that was alright, eh?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Do you think we're gonna get a lot of backlash, like
A backlash for what?
for what? I don't know, for moaning on the internet. It's like whenever we do this, things to avoid mistakes, things don't like, so it causes so much drama. It's very good for us, though. It's a good.
I think so. I think so. Don't worry too much about it.
It's a good poncha. Good stuff.